kind of went on a taming spree for this episode, and after the last episode where it was just a lot of pain getting shadow mains, like, it's a rite of passage, but I figured out a trap. This has honestly worked the best for me. Now, it doesn't have to be this big. If you do it basically 2 stone ceilings wide instead of 3 like I got, you have a better chance of feeding them through the wall. But when it's elevated like this, you can just crouch under here, and these stone pillars you see right there, those are just stone foundations. So it's basically like if your foundation was elevated up, but it works so well in my opinion because, I mean, shadow mains, I don't know if it's Fjordur, like, I don't know what's going on, but they've been super duper glitchy, and I mean, if they see you just for a split second, you're already done for. So we've got full ghillie on. This trap has just worked really good for me. And also, I'm not 100% on this, but you saw me dismount my Fjordhawk before I came over here. I am not 100% sure if shoulder tames will aggro shadow mains, but I tried to eliminate every single chance when it came to aggroing these guys and glitching these guys. I just wanted to make sure I was doing everything as right as possible. So if it does glitch again, I'll kind of know it's not on me. But yeah. And if you're wondering how I got these guys in here, I believe I showed it in the last episode, but basically you kind of need a Fjordhawk, or I guess you don't need one as long as you put all your good stuff away, put it somewhere safe. But yeah, basically just lure them into the ramp, let them eat your face, and then they'll end up in there. Just stand like right on top of the ramp. But yeah, this trap, very pleased with it. Even though they kind of sit in awkward positions, and some of these feeds you'll notice like their face is like right in mine. But yeah, the walls pretty much like, I mean, yeah, you'll see them bleed through the walls a little bit, but they're pretty docile right now. They're just chilling. So we already got the level 150, or excuse me, the level 140 in the last episode. This is actually Glacier right here. I had no intentions of taming this male shadow main, but he hopped in with the golden female over there, because honestly I just wanted to get a female so I could start breeding. But I mean, Glacier is this is a good looking shadow main in my opinion. I love these like very aqua type of colors. So we're gonna keep Glacier here even though he's gonna be a low level, and we're gonna hopefully get the female over there in a second. But I can go ahead and tell you right now, well, we will get the female. But I was worried that taming one next to another one that's wild would, aggro it, would make it lose taming effectiveness, all that stuff. Honestly, couldn't really tell you if that's true or not because they started glitching out right as I got to my last feed. And also I was kind of planning on this. So when this happens, what I tend to do is go out of render distance, which I think is around like 300 meters. But I mean, honestly, on the Xbox, it's like very easy. You can kind of tell when things render in. But yeah, they'll glitch out of the trap if you render like too far. Or I honestly don't know. I just go out to like 350 meters. For me, it was basically on the other side of this biome. Not all of Asgard, just the end of this forest here, as you'll see. So I'm trying to render out again. Okay, so we're over 300 meters. I'm going like over 500, but trying to like render in and out as quickly as possible, so that way when the trap renders out, it's only for like a second or two. So I'm trying to just really make sure that they go to sleep. That's priority number 1. And if they stay in the trap, that's always nice. But you'll see here, the male is giving me trouble and the female is still standing. So I basically just did that a couple more times. The male was on his last feed, so I was like, you know what, let's just do it. Got him right here. And so still not 100% sure if we tamed him fully inside the trap, if the female would remain sleeping. I'm thinking it would. But I mean, this all really kind of worked out perfectly. So we got the male, he's out there chilling, Glacier. We're gonna take him off of the tab, and then we're gonna put on our level 20 here. And you can see sometimes they do bleed out of the wall, and you can feed them like that. And yeah, like her face was right up in mine right there, but the walls, this trap works, in my opinion. All right, let's get this final feed with the final fish. Nothing to it. nothing to it, right? Oh man, it feels good. I'm honestly probably not going to tame any more shadow mains. I've got my high level, I've got my female, I've got my cool color looking one over there, Glacier, who he is not a 140. He's a 140 now after taming, but now we've got our little breeding pair right here. We're gonna make a perfect pair, so a male and a female with the exact same stats. So it's gonna take us a second, but I've definitely got some boosted rates. Alright, so the Shadow Mane tame is done, and I went to the volcano area. I can't pronounce the name, but yeah, quick little tip: don't go near basilisks in something that you can be dismounted off of. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I did that. I was like, oh, let's just say hi to the basilisk. Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, we're here for some glowy creatures and for some Volanosaurs, all kinds of stuff on this island that, I mean, honestly, these Triceratops I don't need at all, but they're so cool looking in my opinion. I like anything that's shiny, and these guys glow in the dark, so we're gonna get this one, and we're going to use the Desmodus latch technique to basically tame it. I tried this with the Stego. I don't know if I'd really recommend this. The Stego that I used this technique on just ran into the ocean, so I put the Stego in a trap. So use this technique at your own leisure, but we're just going for aesthetics here, not for levels. Gonna feed it, gonna feed myself, and now we've got Chaos, our glowing Triceratops. Welcome to the fam. Also, I'm gonna just attempt to say it, Balheimer, probably saying it wrong, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. On Fjordur, the very fiery volcano place, there is Element Shard in these, I guess, pink looking crystals. So yeah, some useful stuff on this island for sure. So the Volanosaurs, they usually, for me, spawn in this area, but they spawn like pretty much all across this little volcanic area. Well, around the edges I've found some success too, but dude, this game just, it knows. It's like, oh, you're looking for this, let's give you the lowest levels possible. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet right now. Gonna go for this level 55, definitely not that level 15. And we're gonna go for a hole-in-one. That almost never happens for me. I'm definitely getting a little bit better at it. It's honestly hard positioning with wyverns, but they're so useful when it comes to picking things up. So you can hear it. The Volanosaur is like one of the most fascinating creatures. Super, super cool. But yeah, the trap, I would recommend, like I usually use stone doorways. For these guys, since they can literally shoot you, I would try and leave like 1 or 2 openings. And then maybe build a smaller trap, because this kind of allows him to maneuver a little bit too much. But got a little lucky here. He started aggroing on who knows what, just swiping at the sky over there. Totally cool with it. But since he's a low level, we got a decent crossbow. This creature's gonna go down pretty quickly. But yeah, just make sure like they can still poke their heads through these little windows. And if it's a high level, it can put you down pretty quickly depending on your armor rating. So just be careful taming these guys. But honestly, nothing to it. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, this one's already down. Did not create a door, like a fool. Yeah, so don't do that. Should have created a little door, because we got cryopods, so we can just walk in and out. So now we've got 2 tames down from the volcanic area, and now I'm gonna go for an Andrewsarchus. The Andrewsarchus, my first one I got like the first couple days, but it was a low level and it died. But now I need a bit of a stronger Andrewsarchus, so we're gonna use the honey trick. We got our Gillion and the Fjordhawk just in case we die. And yeah, just run straight up to it after it starts eating that honey. And then I'm on the Xbox, so I just moved my joysticks in the direction of the arrow. Pretty straightforward, and we're watching the rage meter at the bottom jumping off right before it fills up with redness. And so here I kind of, I don't know, I messed up because like you can't feed the honey like right directly in front of the Andrewsarchus. It will aggro to you. And you can see I've been like trying to throw it around these rocks. Just was not in a good position here. And yeah, I think the honey either was in the rock or I just ran to it too quickly. But yeah, definitely messed up here. And I mean, we had the Fjordhawk, so there was nothing to worry about. But for some reason, I decided to just end myself and lead the Andrewsarchus down into a little valley. Don't recommend that. You want space for your Andrewsarchus to run in, so that was a foolish move on my part. But this one, it's almost done. You know, we did lose about 5% taming effectiveness, so definitely don't want to do that if you're trying to go for, you know, the best of the best. But we're going to mutate and get what we need this way. This is usually what I do. Some people, you know, they'll go for the highest levels. I like to just like get what I need and start breeding and mutating and get cool colors and stuff. Alright, it's otter time now. Arguably one of the cutest creatures in the game. And pretty straightforward for taming too. Like the hardest part is finding them. But I am in Asgard right now. I'll try not to drown. But we're right where the Red Forest Village is, which it sticks out pretty well. But yeah, this is, well, that's our flying Shadowmane Glacier over there. But yeah, this is a pretty easy location to find. Just go to Asgard, go to the Red Forest, and it's literally like this big, huge open moat, kind of. And then these guys, the Hesperornis. Watch this. Literally takes my pants. Like, dude, why? We're just out here peacefully trying to get some otters, and you just want to start this. So, okay. At least they give you organic polymer. And they can also give you golden eggs too, but yeah, we're gonna take care of this guy. But yeah, he was out for blood, or whatever. Like, I had to call in the big guns. I'm not dealing with this. This bird is crazy. Like, look at him. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Hopefully now we can just feed our otter nice and peacefully. Hopefully nothing in Asgard will attack us. Asgard is a little dangerous, not gonna lie. But yeah, just kill a couple fish, feed it to the otter, and now we've got our warmest buddy. I'm gonna get a female as well because I like to get pairs, so that way, I mean, I'm always losing creatures, so I need a pair to make a third, take the third out, probably gonna lose it, and then we'll just keep making otters or whatever we need until the job gets done. So now, okay, right here, that little area right here is like a little escape route that I figured out after watching this video. Hindsight 2020, I should have just went down to grab that egg over there to my right now, and then just gone back up this little secret pathway, because I don't think they can fit through there. But we're feeling pretty strong after a full day of taming, so I'm just gonna like go for this dragon egg and hopefully not get shafted, because I don't know, everything except for that Triceratops has been fairly low level, so hoping for a decent egg. Although, like, I mean, yes, wyverns are extremely useful, but I don't know, for this map, I haven't had the desire to get them. So, I think that was a low level egg. We're definitely gonna find out. But also, for some reason, I thought I could just turn on my invisibility after grabbing the egg. Yeah, that's not how it works, because they smell the egg. They can sense it. So yeah, we're just gonna try this out, you know? Just get, you know, set on fire, bitten a ton. Luckily, none of these are super high level, because if they were, we would definitely be dead by now. But yeah, couple things you can do if you screw up like I did. Luckily, there are a bunch of creatures out here, so you can fly kind of low to aggro them to those creatures. And then also I'm trying to fly in between trees to kind of like trap them. But yeah, it is not working out at all. Like, yeah, he's trying to bite me right now. I'm gonna try and maneuver around this thing, but did not do the greatest job. Try and get that glide, but of course I land. Probably could have maneuvered after that quick glide. But yeah, now it's starting to get, like, our stamina is less than half now. I have no idea how I'm gonna get this dragon off of my butt. I could try and turn around and fight it, but we would probably, I don't know, it's like that fire. You get hit by that a couple times and you're like done. So I don't want to risk that. Alright, I see a stego. Hopefully we can just fly right next to it. Leave me alone, please. I know I have your egg. Alright. Do a little bit of a clutch invisibility escape right there. Okay, I think we're good. So I ended up aggroing all the dragons out of the trench. So we're gonna go and just like get all the eggs we can. Now I'm really feeling myself. We escaped the fire dragons, we got some good dragon eggs, or at least one, and I have it on my person like a fool right now. But yeah, we're back in Asgard now, checking out the lightning wyvern. I'm just gonna call this like a mini trench. It's not even a mini trench, it's like this gigantic cave, and then this really tiny space here where these super dangerous wyverns just yeah, it's a death pit. It's a death pit. I honestly, I don't really have any advice when it comes to stealing the eggs. It's doable, but you'll see how not to do it in this episode, basically. For some reason, I was thinking I could just like get that egg and get out. Like I didn't learn anything from the fire dragon experience. The fact that they are faster than my current bat. I was like, you know what, I can do this. I'm invisible, I'm a bat, I don't see why not. But yeah, it is like super enclosed in here. Like they can barely fly around and fit in here, and I'm pretty sure if they like tap you, you're gonna get discovered, and it's not gonna be good. But yeah, I was like, you know what, it's here, let me take it. I got my Fjordhawk, so that was just way too close. I don't know what I was thinking. I was right next to the dragon too, messing up on the nest. All right, let's try and get out of here. Yeah, that was a big no. Big no. So here's the thing. Not only did we lose our bat, which was fine, the bat was a casualty I was willing to take, but lightning wyverns, they can stun you before you die. Or that might not be the right term, but basically what happened is something happened to me where my Fjordhawk got dismounted. And I'm looking around, I'm like, where the heck is my stuff? I'm going to my logs. I don't see it got killed. I see I got killed and that my Desmodus got killed, but not the Fjordhawk. So the Fjordhawk's still alive, but it has all my stuff, or my stuff is still down there. I'm gonna try and call it, but yeah, that happens. So a warning to anyone who's trying to steal lightning wyvern trenches, the Fjordhawk technique may or may not work. Maybe doing it with organic polymer and just dying immediately, that would probably be better. But yeah, I was using the smooth brain today, so we lost Autumn the Valiant, RIP.